Hey guys, it is Sebastian, and welcome back to my vlog channel. It is the 18th of April. This is a very late vlog, and it is 3:57 p.m. and 81 degrees outside. It is so nice and beautiful outside. Um, I had a vlog that was meant to be in between this vlog and my last vlog, and it was like I made it in like shorter clips that I was going to edit together because I had done that like the last two or three times and it had worked out really well. For some reason, this time, anytime I put it into like the editors I had been using, it was like condensing everything down to like chop at least a minute or two off, and had like five or six like 3 minute increments. It was, I don't know, I couldn't get it to work, and then I got mad and I just kind of deleted all the projects I was working on with it, and clean slate. So I went to my follow up appointment. What day was that? I no longer remember. Was it the ninth? I think it was the ninth. And I was told that I didn't have to just walk on my toes anymore with like toe pressure. I could do my whole foot on the ground with the crutches still and just kind of take some of the pressure off with the crutches, but then practice getting back into walking. So I had been doing that and it progressed really well. And now I'm at the point where I'm only using one crutch to get around the house. I'm still haven't, aside from my appointment and stuff like that, I still haven't really been going fully outside or down the steps very often because I still get really nervous on them. We did have a tornado like storm like a few weeks ago after my surgery, and look at Percy. Hi, buddy. I did have to hobble my ass down the steps for that, and it was kind of garbage, but like, it was hard, but I didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, we were really careful. And I don't know, I'm just trying not to do it too much. I'm feeling pretty confident, but I'm trying not to let my confidence push me to do too much. Like, I still can't extend my leg backwards very far or to the side. Like, I'm not supposed to be flexing it a whole lot of different ways. I just keep seeing his little just keep seeing his little face. It's driving me nuts. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's in the window now. But yeah, so that's been going really well. And God, he's when you live with a cat, you know. It's like you see him every day, but you never stop being obsessed with them. Um, so that's been going really well. What else have I been doing? What else? It was like a long video. Uh and I'm trying to remember everything that I said, but then like I said, I deleted it, which I shouldn't have done. I should have Oh, I do remember. I didn't bring my book over here. I'll have to do it in a different vlog. So I'm doing that. I finished a lot of the medications that they had me on. I don't really need most of them anymore. I still have some like pain, especially at the like incision sites, and every now and then I'll get like a twinge or something in the hip, in the, not really my hip, but like in the labrum area. But I know that like just because I feel like I'm healing really fast doesn't mean there's not inflammation, and doesn't mean there's not still healing happening. Like, I doubt I am not an anomaly. I'm just feeling pretty good. Um and I'm trying to be really conscious of that, which is part of why like I am pushing myself, but I'm not going out up and down the steps to the house or the basement where I can help it, and things like that. Um I I don't know. My I did get my, oh my gosh, I did have to get this. So I was called by the people who make appointments for physical therapy, and I mentioned this in a different video that the nurse associated with the insurance company wanted me to go to a different physical therapist than the ones that I had been seeing, and he had said that it was because that they took too long getting in contact with them all of the time, which I refuted because I knew that was not true. And he kind of folded his little, like, well, I guess you can still go there, because he didn't want to discuss the ins and outs of it. What had happened originally was I had gone to a lot of appointments, and then my PT came to me and was like, I just want to let you know we are going to keep seeing you no matter what happens with this, but your insurance company is trying to retroactively not pay the hospital for these appointments. And that kind of caused some strain between them because the insurance company took it upon themselves to approve them and retroactively say, this isn't an approved company, so we're not going to pay them, and blah, 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 blah. And they weren't even trying to send me somewhere else this first time. And after that, there was times where I was trying to get a hold of my adjuster. This was before the nurse even came into the scenario. And I could not get a hold of him for a few weeks. And my PT even called him on my behalf a few times. So there's no way that what he was saying was true. And I knew that he wasn't going to get into it. I know that it's likely that there was a place closer and or cheaper that they wanted me to go to because it was just going to be convenient for them. But this PT has already worked with me this whole year. It has been over a year. And they were also some of the only people to stick up for me through the whole thing, so I argued that. Well, anyway, the company that the adjusters use to do appointments, because that's an outsourced company called, and they were trying to send me to the place anyway, a different place in town. And I was like, very nice, because the lady was really nice and really helpful. And I was like, actually, they told me that they wanted me to continue seeing the people that I saw before, and I do have the name of their business, and I can give you their number. And she was like, oh, okay, let's do that then. And she was very helpful. So I did get my appointment. It is on the 23rd. They were trying to get one over on me, but I will not. No, not after everything that has gone down. I am not going to deal with that. So I got that squared away, and I'm a little bit... I'm kind of anxious to get back at it, honestly, because as much as I'm kind of scared of going in and out of the house, I know that my PT has always filled me with a lot of confidence and a lot of information, and it's just been very, like, affirming, and I feel like I do a lot at PT that really helps, but also because I go once or twice a week, well, I was going up to 3 times, but regardless, I usually like kind of schedule out as far as I can, and then I have a very set schedule with them, and it really frames the week when you don't really have other places that you're going because you physically can't get out. It is kind of nice to have like some semblance of a routine to frame the week for yourself, because to be honest, I like miss days sometimes if I don't pay a lot of attention, and it's weird. It's a weird feeling to lose days because it kind of makes me depressed. And when you're depressed, you already have enough issues like remembering time and stuff like that. And oh my god, cat kicked screen. Hi, buddy. um, let me show you this. Let me just. Hi, buddy. Is that you? Oh, yeah. Is that you? He is being so cute. Oh my god. Mr. Man. Percy TV. Hi, Percy. Hi, Percy TV. Oh, there's another cat at the door. I heard it. I don't know who it is, but there's a cat out there. And now I'm gonna have issues putting this back up. Oh my gosh. So yeah, all of that I got done. I have been trying to push myself to crochet a little more. It's Dorothy. um, I've been pushing myself to crochet a little bit more. I haven't been doing it like as much because I just haven't been feeling like super motivated still. That is one of the last hurdles. Is I'm feeling a lot better physically, but like mentally and emotionally, I'm still kind of wading through it right now. I'm doing my best with that. But now that the sun is coming out more and stuff like that, and I'm getting a bit more mobility, I'm hoping that I can like spend some more time outside, and I think that will help immensely. Just to be able to go out in the yard and watch the birds and squirrels and stuff. I think that'll help a lot, honestly. Because something that I've been trying to focus on as much as possible with my limited ability right now is treating my sketchbook is kind of like an art journal because all of my most well not all of them most of my art supplies are downstairs and my office is a wreck, so I can't direct people really to where the stuff like extra art supplies are. I brought a limited amount of supplies upstairs with me, and I've been trying to make the limited stuff work for my sketchbook, and so far it's actually kind of pushed me creatively. But I'm also treating it not just as like where I draw, but I also kind of write in it too now. And that's been helping a lot. But what I really have been trying to do is get back into meditation like I used to do when I was in counseling, and really focus on like fostering a sense of like peace and serenity in my surroundings, and like little ways that I push myself are I'm trying to incorporate with that. So like practicing walking a little bit better and stuff like that, while also like you see a lot of clutter in the background. I've been working on small amounts of clutter at a time and trying to like really get the room nicer so that I don't know, kind of like a spring cleaning sort of situation, but with the specific purpose of just making myself like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what I'm seeking. I don't know. Well, I do know what I'm seeking. I don't have the words to express how I'm really feeling about it because it's just hard. I'm foggy and it's a challenge. But like I took all of my like nail polish and stuff and I put all that together, and then I put all of that in a drawer that I have that isn't even in the bedroom, and it's in its own nice little spot now. And my dresser's not like clean, but there's more space there because of that, and I don't have to worry because like I don't know why it took me so long. It takes me a long time to sometimes realize that everything does have a place. I do have room for things, like because we have a whole house now and not a tiny apartment, and even though it's been a few years, sometimes I forget and I will just keep something in one spot and then I realize there's a better spot. And I'm trying to do that so that I just kind of I have more space in the bedroom, which is where I am most of the time. But then everything is still in a spot, and it's not in my roommate's way, and it's not in my partner's way, and it's not going to come back to haunt me because I just threw it on a chair somewhere and it's going to be a bigger issue later. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's neurodivergence or what it is, but sometimes I have a like challenging time like figuring out where stuff needs to go for it to be optimal, even though like if someone was to ask me at their house, hey, I don't know how to organize this, where should this go, I could totally do that. But when it's my own stuff, for some reason I just way overthink it, and I've been challenging myself to get over that so that I can have more inner peace in my room, I guess. I get, yeah, that's how I want to say it. Yeah, because I've just been very mentally stressed, and I feel like kind of cleansing the space a little bit. I think it's just going to give me a better outlook, and it'll be organized at the same time. So it's, you know, only positives can come from that, and it's helping me because there's not a lot of room to walk around in my bedroom, but there is like always something like either a wall or the bed or something where when I'm walking with one crutch, because like two is just in the way sometimes, I'll just be walking with one. I still have like different points of contact so that I can move around and get some exercise while I do all this. And that's really good. Oh, oh my God! The cat just sat on it. Okay, we're gonna look at Percy one more time. We're gonna look at Percy for a little bit, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Hi, honey. What are you doing up there? He's like half behind the bed right now. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming to my stream. Or this was not a stream. Thank you for coming to my vlog. Thanks for coming to my stream of thought vlog. I will see you next time.